So print those values, and we want to print the red values or the red value. Here we are allowed to use this display format string, and we want to print red. I want to print, sorry, to copy this because there is a lot of repetitive. Okay, so this will be red, green, not green, and this is blue. So we can change this to green and this to blue. Always blue. Always blue. Always blue. If you remember that, that means you watched Silicon Valley. It's popular series among tech people. Okay. So let's print and see what we have right now. In order to do that, we'll call Rust, compiler Rust C, and then main. And we are getting an error. Couldn't read main stream, did not value TF8 aborting due to what's that? Aborting. Okay, we print and we come to the terminal and we call the compiler Rust C. Do I have it? Main.rust, and that is created, and we call the binary dot slash main, and voila, this is what we have. So we have the green, sorry, the red, the green, and blue. So red, green, and blue. So that's how you can use or look at the tuple struct. And lastly, the one we can think of is the C++ struct as we know it, or the struct. And how do we declare that? Of course, we declare that by using the struct keyword still. And we can call it anything. Now, followed by the struct name. This time we are going to call it prayer. So we are presenting information about the prayer. And this time, the next thing is curly braces. So struct keyword, struct name, and curly braces. This means we are going to declare some fields like name, player name, and the field type, string. And this will be one of, you will be using this a lot in your code when you're writing Rust programs. This is pretty common. So prayer IQ, how does the prayer think? Friends, the number of friends the prayer has, an integer U8, and the score that the prayer is getting, U16. This could be maybe an online game. Your name, your IQ, your friends, your score, depending. So we want to write a function, fn bump, and I want to remind you that in this function or in this program, as we end this, we are going to talk about some of the things we've looked at. Oh, what's this? Like pattern matching and match. So if you haven't watched that, you can go back in our video playlist. We have things like we have talked about pattern matching. So we are declare a function bump player score, and we are declare the player. Sorry, we are passing an argument, a mutable argument player, and that player argument is of the struct type player. So that means we want to have our struct mutable. We can see that the values here in the struct are not mutable. But if we want them to change, that means we are going to manipulate one of these fields, either increase them or decrease them. So we have the score. Actually, this means we are going to change the score, which is a U16, and the int 16. So, okay. I need to minimize this here for some reasons. Okay. So we are saying that the prayer, we saw that how to access values of fields of the struct. We use the dot notation. So if we want to access the score field dot score, what do we want to do to the score? We want to increase it by how much? Maybe by 120, whichever value that you want. So the rest of the work is to print. We are not going to manipulate a lot of things. and we want to update player statistics or player stats. Think about this as a game. If you guys have thought about game programming, which is something I'm thinking about heavily, by the way. Game programming, pretty interesting. So we have name. It could be coming in our C++ videos. So we want the name, player.name. That's how we access values, or sorry, fields. Don't know why I'm calling them values. Then IQ. We want the player IQ. Okay. And we are saying player.IQ. Okay. Then lastly, this should be the score. And how do we access the score? Is player.score. Okay. Easy peasy. Yeah. So we want to use this function, and to use it, in order to use it, let's go to the main function, and we want to declare some things that might be used in order to use our function. We can declare a variable name, and that name might call this player called maybe Anderson. But when you do this, you convert this to the string format. So we declare our player variable, so the player struct, which is player, and we have curly braces. So we have the name, which we've just declared, the IQ we want to pass, maybe 178. Someone smart. The friends, this guy has a lot of friends, 134. And the score, how much? We can give them maybe, depending, that one. And remember always to terminate this with the semicolons. And with that, we can call our bump player score function, which takes the variable player that we've just created, and the score maybe 120. Okay. So when we run this program, let me create some space here and increase the terminal view. This will be Rust C called the main.rust. We are getting warnings, but that's okay because of unused, never read, unused variables, and our program is small. We are not going to use everything. So we call .main, and voila, this is where we are. So we have, forget about this. We have the player stats updated. The name is Anderson. The IQ is 178. The score is 1232. It is increased by 120. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. And I hope it is nice and you found it interesting. And this has been about user-defined data types, specifically about structs. It has been a long video, but yeah. Bye-bye. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and bye-bye.